Now, February in the UK might seem like an odd time to be turning your mind to rosé wines, the quintessential summer drink for many people, but this one's a little bit unusual. My wine of the week this week is the Château de Sours Bordeaux Rosé 2012, and it's currently being offered en primeur. In other words, it's being offered in a kind of pre-release price. You can buy it for £102 per case of 12, which is equivalent of £8.50 a bottle, from a company called Private Cellar, privatecellar.co.uk. The price can drop as low as £7.90 odds a bottle if you buy multiple cases. And for many people, they may be interested in securing an allocation of this wine, which is a big seller, and I have to say one of the most prominent, one of the most well-known rosés in the UK. Interesting history behind it, which I'll briefly recap. The estate in the Entre-deux-Mers region of Bordeaux makes this rosé a blend of Merlot and Cabernet Franc, and it was really kind of revitalised and established as a very powerful rosé brand by a chap called Esme Johnston back in the 1990s. Esme had founded the Majestic chain, but then took on this property in Bordeaux and built a really big reputation for the quality of this rosé wine. Now, the estate was sold on. After that, it's still in family hands. Martin Kajewski, a businessman, has bought the estate and invested substantially in it. And the quality of the rosé is as high as ever. So, 2012 Bordeaux Rosé, and the colour is very nice. It's heading towards the pale Provençal pink colour, but with a little more depth to it, a little more peachy depth to it. And on the nose, it's beautifully fresh. Lots of really kind of fresh fruit here. It has a little bit of the herbal quality that a lot of good dry rosé has. It's not all about kind of bubblegummy sweetness, but there's a real solid red fruit character to the wine too. Very, very fresh, very appealing. And on the palate, it's delicious, really. You know, it has a little bit of that creaminess of texture. I think I've tasted creamier vintages of Château de Sours, but it's making up for that with its freshness and its savoury quality. You know, it's a really good food wine style of rosé, this, I think. And again, it's that fruit that really comes through. It's the kind of dry, tangy fruit of raspberries and red currants. That little edge of tang, of bittersweetness against the lovely sweet fruit core is very, very appealing. Very good acidity. And a beautifully balanced wine. It has quite a long finish where that quality of the red fruit is the driving force. It finishes very fine, very long. Cracking wines these to drink with all sorts of things. With cold chicken, they're delicious. With charcuterie, with all sorts of cold meats, they're delicious. Also very good with things like you know, prawns and mussels and seafood. So really quite versatile, and of course a very nice chilled aperitif wine, especially at only 12.5% alcohol. So my wine of the week, you can buy it en primeur now at £102 per case of 12 from privatecellar.co.uk, but I pretty much suspect it will appear in some stores as well. Majestic normally sell it later in the year, but the wine is the Château de Sours 2012 Bordeaux Rosé, 12.5% alcohol, nice screw-capped bottle, delicious wine, and it is my wine of the week.